I've got something I gotta tell you. And before you get really mad at me and think that I don't deserve bonsai, I just want you to know I'm not very happy about this either. But we're gonna fix it. But before I show you what I'm upset about, I want to do a quick fall 2021 review of my baldcypress trees. So many of you have seen some of the past videos, and I did one particular video on starting trees with seeds. Most of my baldcypress collection is something I've started from seed. A few of the plants are something that I have that I dug, and so let's look at them real quick. So this little area here is where I am going to keep my plants for the winter time. Most of these trees have been sitting here kind of healed into some mulch for a while. Forget about the bindweed. And a lot of these pots have already rooted down into the ground. So I like that because I feel that they will winter better with some roots in the ground. This particular tree is one that I sprouted 3 or 4 years ago. And you can see it's starting to get a pretty decent base. Again, just like most of my trees, and most of the time in my videos I'll say that we're spending time working on roots, on the root systems. And so that's true obviously for these plants, but right now I'm looking at growing these trunks thicker. And you can see where I have chopped the tree back a time or two. Another one that I grew from seed, probably about the same time. It's got a little funky root going on there that we'll work on and reevaluate. Kind of like a little baldcypress forest back through here. In all, I have about 9 or 10 trees that I'm working on that were grown from seed. You can see I chopped that one there. And again, gonna start working on the roots in the springtime. This is a tree that also started as a seedling, but when I was planting seeds, this one got away from me and fell underneath a bench and sprouted. And I allowed it to grow there for several years before I dug it so we can move to the new house. So you can see that that time it spent in the ground was quite beneficial to growing the trunk out. And then there's another one. So this is going to be the holding area for the winter time. There's a box of seedlings I put together several years ago. They're ready to come out and have the next stage of root work done this spring, and I'll reevaluate them and probably put them back in the box. I lost a tree back here, and so that is the reason for all these other little trees that I am growing, is to fill back in. And I would like to I'd like to create more cypress forest. And then you might remember this tree from this fall, or I'm sorry, this spring. This was a repot I did. Obviously, just like we stated back in the video back then, there's all sorts of root work and root development to do. And if I remember correctly, well, I better not say that because I don't remember correctly. Anyway, so I'm working on this one to make this a flat top. Because of the repot, it didn't grow a whole lot this year, but I think it's doing fine. And we'll do everything we can to safely get it through winter, and hopefully it'll be on its way next spring. I'm not sure if everybody gets as nervous as I do going into winter. Everything usually goes into winter pretty healthy, I think, and then I think I do a really good job of healing stuff in correctly and having plants ready to go. I keep an eye on them throughout the winter. But every now and then something like this happens. And you may remember this tree from the using Gen Seal video. This tree did not come out of dormancy last winter. It was dead. I was really disappointed about that because I really like this tree. We had that stretch where it was like -20 for several days in a row. I ended up bringing a lot of trees indoors into an unheated part of my basement because I was so worried about them. This one did come in, but maybe it was too late. Maybe it dried out in the basement. I don't know. I tried to keep everything watered correctly. But anyways, I'm devastated over this. But this isn't what I was referring to at the start of the video. I'm going to show you that tree next. And when I see a favorite tree like this not make it through winter, that's why I'm so nervous about this next tree I'm about to show you. Okay, so you remember when I did that video of the emergency repot I needed to do right in the middle of the summertime? I think it was like last June or something. Anyways, turns out I actually had 2 trees that I should have done. But instead of risking it at the time, I just kind of left it healed in a safe place for most of the summer. But anyways, here I am getting ready to put everything to bed for the winter. And I'm getting nervous about the condition I left this tree in all summer. I hope it's okay. I mean, the root system is still intact. It's still together. It's been getting watered. It looked healthy as it can be. Well, let me show it to you. So here is another baldcypress that I had. This one I believe was also in the Gen Seal video, but look at that condition of the pot. I let it get in. It's embarrassing. You guys probably think I don't even deserve to have trees anymore after this. Two containers this summer, complete. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do, my plan is I'm gonna pack this into the mulch real tight and just make sure that it stays protected for the winter, and then we'll keep an eye on it. And when it gets ready to leaf out in the springtime, this will be one of the first ones and the highest priority of getting it into a new container. Okay, so with that was just a quick wrap up for 2021 bonsai or baldcypress bonsai. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so we'll go have a Thanksgiving Day feast with the family in Kansas City, and we'll get together with the family here this weekend sometime. I think the weather's supposed to stay decent for now, and then we'll get all the trees healed into some mulch and set for the winter time. So in the meantime, stay safe, happy holidays, and we'll see you again real soon. Everything packed in and tucked in for the winter time. So after that, I guess so with that, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for watching the videos. And what are you gonna do? I don't know. But it's just like there comes a time when you just need to stop talking. Let's try that again and stop talking appropriately this time. Forgot where I was.